Samsung just announced 2 new folding phones and 2 brand new watches. Starting off with the Galaxy Z Flip 4, which on the surface looks a lot like last year's Flip. It's just more refined now. I think the biggest difference here is the hinge is a lot smaller, where it doesn't protrude anywhere near as much as it did before, and those metal strips at the end are way slimmer. Samsung also made the aluminum frame more glossy this time around, which, combined with a more pronounced camera housing, just gives the Flip 4 a more elegant look to it. But beyond just the looks, the camera gets a larger sensor with bigger pixels, which should translate into better low-light photos and videos. The battery also got a bump up to 3700 mAh compared to last year's 3300, which combined with a more efficient Snapdragon 8 Plus chip should mean much better battery life. And if it doesn't, well, the Flip 4 also gets faster wire charging at up to 25 watts. But other than that, it's pretty much the same as the Flip 3. The cover screen on the outside is the same size, you still get that 6.7-inch screen on the inside, and of course you have all the same benefits of having a flip phone, like being able to use it in flex mode or taking rear camera selfies. The Flip 4 comes in 4 new base colors in Bora Purple, Graphite, Pink Gold, and Blue, but of course there's the bespoke editions where you can pretty much customize the Flip 4 to look however you want it to. Pricing starts at $999 just like last year, with pre-orders open now and the phone officially releasing on August 26th. Moving on, the next phone Samsung announced is the big boy that unfolds into a tablet in the Galaxy Fold 4, which, just like with the Flip, looks a lot like last year's model. Except this year it's a little bit shorter than before, and because it also benefits from a new smaller hinge and those slimmer metal strips, the outer screen is actually wider despite the phone having the same exact widths. But maybe the bigger improvement is with the camera system, which gets a bigger sensor and a new 50 megapixel main camera compared to last year's 12 megapixel shooter. And while the telephoto camera drops from 12 megapixels down to 10, it's now a 3x zoom lens compared to just 2x, which to me is a much more useful zoom level. Now, while the battery on the Fold 4 unfortunately isn't any bigger than last year's, battery life should still technically be better though, since the phone is powered by the more efficient Snapdragon 8 Plus chip. On the inner screen, the 4 megapixel under display selfie camera is supposed to be less noticeable than it was before, and the screen protector that's pre-applied to the phone is supposed to be better too, with it not only being stronger, but it also shouldn't have the same peeling issues that we saw with the Fold 3. But other than the phone being 8 grams lighter than before, those are really the only big hardware changes. The rest of the improvements though are in software, like the new fixed dock that's a part of Android 12L, and Samsung has continued to work with third-party developers to help make their apps take advantage of all that extra screen real estate. The Fold 4 comes in 4 color options in gray green, phantom black, beige, and an online-only burgundy, with pricing starting at $1,800, with an available 1TB option if you happen to be made out of money. Pre-orders are open now, and the phone will start shipping out on August 26th. The next new product Samsung announced is the new Galaxy Watch 5, which again doesn't look too different than the Watch 4, but it is a pretty nice upgrade. It's got a 13% bigger battery that Samsung says should help it last 10 hours longer. It has faster charge times that can get you from 0 to 45% in just 30 minutes. There's a new infrared temperature sensor that is supposed to help with things like sleep coaching, and then the sensors themselves have a new curved design that allow for better contact with your skin, which should translate into more accurate readings. And then finally, the last change is the face now is covered with sapphire crystal, so it's supposed to be 1.6 times stronger than the Watch 4. The Galaxy Watch 5 comes in 4 different colors in graphite, silver, pink gold, and sapphire, with pricing starting at $280 for the 40mm version. But the Watch 5 wasn't the only new watch that Samsung announced, with them also introducing the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro, which is aimed at those who are looking for something more rugged. It's definitely the bulkier watch, but the advantages of it are it has an even tougher sapphire crystal, a titanium case instead of an aluminum one, and it has an even bigger battery, with Samsung saying this one can last up to 80 hours. The Watch 5 comes in just 2 colors in black and gray, starting at $450. Both Galaxy watches are available for pre-order now, and they begin shipping on August 26th.